back to the dwarves. The Lady of Lion seemed and acted less like a majestic elven sorceress of untold might and more like a young nymph of the forests, a luminous aspect notwithstanding. Elendil said that she had always been more closely bound to her fairy nature than other elves, and hence for most of her life she frequented the wilderness, away from civilization. This became more evident as her harsh exterior slowly gave way to her true self, as we all shared stories and experiences on the long way back to Hearthgar's capital. I do not know if it is because I had always been a reserved sort and never met many women outside the circles of my duty, or because our races changed over generations in some way that was not evident to the eye. Whichever the case is, I found the Lady of Light alluring, like a dream of an age long gone. I wondered if every elf was as radiant as her in the Golden Age. But her mystifying appearance is merely a distraction from the unwary, for those who had not yet heard her name or accounts of her legendary feats. Soon we would be a witness to her combat prowess and learn how fierce and frightening she could be, as the situation demanded. Because once we neared Hearthgar's capital, we saw not the bustling dwarven settlements that will come to us after saving Alturin and his men from doom. Instead, we saw what we saw were Elendil's fears, realized in our absence. We made haste towards the keep, in fear that we had arrived too late. Scenario 11. Strike on Hearthgar. Hearthgar being, well, the kingdom. Just as I feared, they managed to take down Hearthgar's defenses and surround the capital. It matters little. We shall drive them out of the caves regardless of their numbers. Maybe we could even manage to turn them to our side in death. So those are the demons you fought? They are not as impressive as I expected. They shall pay with their cursed blood if our good king was captured or murdered. And yeah, you had no reason to fear Alturin. Well, at least I am still alive. Your Highness, what is the situation? Our main's defense have fallen. If we are to have any hope of fending off those demanded barbarians and their ever-increasing numbers, we'll need all the help we can muster. We will help you, and we shall die fighting if it is necessary. Gallus, this is suicidal. Just look at their numbers. If the dwarves did not manage to hold out on their own, the odds that our small group could be of any help are unreasonably low. Look, they are already closing in on us from behind. We cannot leave the elves to perish alone. We are indebted to Alturin for helping us find Elenia, and his people need us now. Besides, if Hearthgar is to fall, what obstacles shall we left to impede their advance towards the Northlands? Lord Gallus is right. We must fight. My lady, but our numbers are small and we are still weak. Ha! You elves might be weak, but my minions are as strong as ever. Let the slaughter commence. Hardcore. So, either resist until the end of turns, or I defeat all enemy leaders. And there is no early finish bonus, and no gold carried over to the next scenario. Let's go. So my plan right now is, first of all let's check. I've got 3 allies. No, yeah, exactly 3. Those 2 could probably hold off those guys for a while, even though the enemies have way more gold. I will try to take care of those 2 and help holding off this one. and then turn on the south one once and hope that my allies are not getting killed before I can finish. Ilinia is the Lady of Light. She has great mobility, including the ability to fly. Her skill with the staff as a melee weapon is also remarkable, but never leave her alone when fighting well-armed opponents. So there's a lot of story. I'm not gonna read that for you. That's something you can check out on your own. His Sylvian essence is Illuminate, Cure, Heal as a a heal of 6 HP, regenerate of 4 HP on vegetated terrain, including but not only mushrooms. So, and this is one of the last scenarios where I will use my elves, because in a couple of scenarios I get fairies, while my undead will have their time to shine a bit. So I'm gonna go all out with elves, and I won't be too bothered if I lose a couple of them, or maybe even all. Who cares? Actually, let's get all the named ones at least. John Wick, of course, and Übergellers. There you are. What a god. Okay, so honestly this does not bode well for my strategy, because 4 units that can charge don't really help much in the defense. But yeah, I think you can see this looks pretty hopeless. Your doom is at hand, Dwarf King. If you surrender now, the warlord might show some mercy and spare the lives of your underlings. We'll rip you to pieces if you don't accept the offer. We'll never surrender to you and your loathsome vermin. We shall ne'er give you our demon to those who will kill everything inside. Devil in the darkest of arts, and not keen any diplomacy other than that done with fire and swords. May Hardgar be destroyed and forgotten, but it shall never be remembered as a kingdom of cowards. So be it. Your pride and arrogance has sealed your fate. Attack! Wipe these spirited children out of the place. For Uria, for the Empire! Hey, it's pointy areas of the forest, and they made it back with the Blessed One. It matters not. We shall flood the caverns with the elf's blood, and bring that creature to the warlord. Aye. So annoying. I think he makes a fair point. So first of all we've got Mustard, we've got John Wick, Übergallers is of course there as well. As I said, my undead companions are not gonna be part of this fight for now. So I don't recall them. Only those alive. I said I am going with elves only, but this one is a living unit, and so I can recall that one as well. Level 2, there's this guy. Fear my power! Okay, I forgot to open the chat. I hope I have not ignored anyone. Okay, so apparently no one has talked, so this is kinda sad, but at least I didn't ignore you. I guess that's something. if I might make suggestions, using the corpses of the fallen as a barrier could delay our enemies enough to let our best warriors do their duty from safe positions. The idea sickens me. Many of the corpses will be those of our kinsmen, but I have to admit it's an option. So basically, if one of my units dies, if one of my living unit dies, it gets, well, not exactly revived, but raised as a walking corpse. And also I kinda noticed that I've got some settings I have to change, like disabled combat. At least I haven't enabled skipping turns of the AE. So yeah, those guys can take off this. Like, the great part, the really useful part about this is that the enemy recruits almost no level 2 units. So I can still deal with this. Oh, nice. Skill. He needs to hang back a little bit because he doesn't have that many hit points. At least not left. Like, don't get me wrong, he's still tanky. Extremely so, actually. But he's not tanky enough to just survive this. You know what? I think Übergallus is the perfect candidate to stop those guys all on his own. Maybe with this one as a backup at most. Yeah, the rest of them over there. Just wondering. Just asking some. Actually I do have level 1 units. Well, all my Sulis. Yeah, recalling an elf fight is not a smart idea. I could get those guys to double all as walking corpses. That would be a sight. Like, just give me a moment, I'm waiting for an answer regarding the bats, what happens with them the next scenarios, because depending on the answer I'm gonna recall them as well, and so they have the glorious death. Whatever. Let's save at this point. Worst case, I'm gonna reload there, but waiting for this answer might turn out negative is not really productive. So now watch me throw my civilians into battle, backed up by a couple of undead. Or just a small amount. Just a small amount. That's a lot of upkeep. Boom. Wait, did I forget to move him? No, I did not. I'm pretty sure I did not. Maybe? I'm confused. And this is not smart. Seriously, no, like... could they not just stay on Cave Tail? That would be great. Oh well. I will survive, I guess, somehow, probably. So just pointing out, the Lady of Light is not as strong as my Elvish Avatar, But to be fair, she has slept for ages, eons even, at least a couple of centuries, while Elinde has been training a lot recently. Also, the Lady of Light is far more versatile than the Elvish Avatar. Just a bit tired. Oh, come on, I was really hoping for to just beat this one up. So, good news. I kill them pretty much as fast as they get to me. Yep. Boom. So they can't be much of a threat. They just die too fast to be a threat. So this one on the other hand has the time, has the possibility to collect some units. First of all, let's move there so they have to stay in this lit cave part where they deal less damage. Then those guys are just gonna be cannon fodder, which is sad, but not really avoidable. Okay, so bats need to be recalled now as well. There's Evergreen. Not stuck at all. Then rest of this recall is just undead. Actually 21 gold. Okay, so in that case it is actually worth to call this guy. So just showing again, the numbers of elves have dwindled this much that all my units I have cost like at least, or most of them cost a lot more gold. Like this one 7 increase, 6, I think 4 or something, 7, 8 gold even, probably because horses are even rarer than anything else. Shamans, surprisingly, only 2. But still, it's costly. It's very much costly. So, and with this, I'm pretty much done for recruiting wise because, well, no money left. Then die. So, and remember, this is basically just the farewell for most of my units. Because I won't be using them anymore. Which is why I will play far more less aggressively than usual, and I'm willing to take pretty heavy losses, as long as the hero units are still fine. Like, I won't throw my units away, but I won't take care of them nearly as much as usually. If they die, the usual stuff. Boom. And ouch. Well, at least this part worked pretty much as intended. Oof. Oh, no one died yet. I'm surprised. Like, no hate, but I'm really surprised. Ah, smooth. Did you see that killing animation? Like, when Dwarvish Thunderers kill a unit, they just twirl their gun and... Okay, sometimes so they do it. They twirl their gun and blow off the smoke. Very classic. And also, what the hell? This guy has recruited 4 full keeps, and only now he's almost out of gold. Dude. Well, so far it is going pretty well actually, probably because I prepared a lot of soldiers for this fight. Actually, I could have sworn I had more... oh right, I lost one sorceress some scenarios ago. So the number of enchantresses checks out indeed. Get just a bit confused for a moment. Die. Yeah, you especially. Also take a couple of those villagers. I mean, right now I'm obviously not even close to getting out of that in debt. But at some point probably I might get out of it. Of course, attacking him here is not exactly smart, but it's still more damage than if I didn't attack at all. Boom! 2 enemy leaders neutralized pretty much. Like, although this one is can still hurt me, while this one is truly done for. Did he have less gold? 400 ton? 390? Okay, so this guy just recruited not as pricey units as I did, as the other one did. Oh. Ouch. Just wanna point out, part of this map has been reworked as well since I've played it. Like, tweaks to make it, in my opinion, cooler. And I very much appreciate them. This is not a great idea, moving out that leader so can attack the enemies. I can already see this one getting steamrolled. Ooh. Yep, and he's trapped. Great. At least he takes someone down. Why it really isn't all that helpful so far. This one is the first sacrifice of this war, but that's okay. Hey! I could have sworn they would get revived now. Whatever it's called. Just let me ask if this is a bug or if this is something else. Okay, so I guess I was wrong about the timing of my units getting raised. But whatever. We had already established that the loss of my units is not of an object right now. Not in this scenario at least. Okay, so this was not a smart move because now start can't attack. Well, I can deal with that. Give me the edge over there. So, die. I said die. Die too. Not quite as shit is it. Okay. Dash with steadfast. Why are you even fighting alongside us, Lee? Are the struggles of my people entertaining to you? Maybe she shouldn't have did. Or perhaps you seek redemption. But I find it unlikely. Why do you want to know? Lord Galas and Elinde seem to consider you an equal, but in truth you are a menace to our lifestyle. Mere existence could have not been tolerated in the past. And surely you remember that I was once charged with the task of angry assailants over there seem really interested in chopping off your head. You know, shouldn't you focus on the mission at hand instead of blabbering about your precious path as like an elderly lady? He has multiple. Like seriously, this is not a good time to be talking. I shall be avenged. Unlikely. Like it was suggesting melee attack because that would guarantee a kill, but also a lot of damage on me, which is less than ideal. Those are at the very least. So what I figured out now is that my units don't get raised quite yet. I have to do without it now. Gone. Yeah, so I have to about that for now. Keep the civilians safe until we can. Oh snap! I forgot that this guy has Berserk. I hope he doesn't die. Like, that would be. But, worst case, I have to read this turn. Ubergallus truly can't die. Well, technically he can, but nice. I think that was the first hit of the charging you. What? Did they just get more gold? Oh, come on, really? So I truly have to destroy them as fast as possible before they get more and more reinforcements. I can't hold out forever. Okay, so at least that really is. Really, it is they get reinforcements while not even pressed. They are already overrun. They don't have to overrun me more. My opinion. So I need to get through those reinforcements before this guy gets even more, because only by killing him I can render his bonus income basically. So this one luckily can't reach. Village. Nice. Oh, started. And pushed, I guess. Those guys are the worst kind of enemy. Target. Actually, no. I forgot he has 90% chance, 90% resistance against. So the automatons are pretty much the only units where the drain I have doesn't apply. But on the other hand, they are helpless against me because they are unable to deal any kind of damage to me. Awesome, he's basically immortal in this scenario. Great. Like truly, if I think if I just send him at, yes, he could arrive there, even if they try to stop him. Boom. This guy is, for my taste, way too close to leveling up, so let's stop him. Yeah, he doesn't have the gold money to recruit what he wanted, apparently. So he doesn't, and charges back into the... Alright, the couple of undead I sent against green. They died pretty fast. So the purple one, obviously I can't really save that one, but I can save the white one. Forgive me, my king. And first one, first causality. Okay, they did not get extra gold this turn, that's great actually. I can take this. Is it with these demons and their endless numbers? First of all, die. Oh, come on, I really wanted to give Elinia that kill, but whatever. Ugh, your efforts are in vain. You are just delaying the inevitable. Shame she didn't get that kill either. So let's keep walking. Yeah, so this one is slower, so I let him go first. Look at this monster. That's all the damage it takes. Casually too. Yep, that would not be good. This might work actually. Nope. Nope. Okay, first of all, this one needs help. And Übergalas is the right person to help there. That's for sure. Yep, that's what's called a kill steal. What I thought of just now was, because there is no early finish bonus, it would be technically pretty smart if I didn't take any of the villages and just gave them to my allies, so they can recruit way more units. But on the other hand, this goes against every single village hoarding instinct I usually have. So let's not do that. Hi. Hi to you too. As you can see, we are doing a somewhat desperate defense against the hordes of the Chaos Empire right now. We're on the losing side, but, well, this is meant to be a survival anyway, so there's that. Like really, there was no expectation that I could beat them back. At least not from the offer. And certainly not with this amount of enemies. Okay, so this guy just took my village, that's okay. Sense even. And as I said, I need help over there. So I'm gonna send my Übergalas. The most powerful creature in all 7 realms. realms. Well, not exactly. But he's certainly powerful. By now I'm sure enough that I shouldn't have, what's it called, taken all the villages, because, well, no early finish bonus, no gold carried over, so the amount of gold I have doesn't really matter. At least not beyond recalling as many units as I can. And I did that already. All that's left now is throwing more units at the enemy to survive. And that's something my dwarvish allies can do better than I. And to get to your question whether I have a YouTube channel, yes I do. That's where I upload the recordings of the stream. It's linked in my profile, yeah, it is linked in my profile. So, if you want to check it out, the link is there. I just need some time right now to despair at the amount of enemies that's attacking me. Yep, the keep is falling. And I really would like some help from Malkasha right now. It is pretty distracting that to remember all the time that it is such a dumb move of me to take the villages when my allies could have made far more use of it. But nothing short but turning back like all the turns, or at least 6 turns I guess, would fix that, so I kinda have to deal with it. Even though I really don't want to. Fail? Ouch. My losses are still okay, but my allied losses... Ouch, that's a dread bad for me. My ally losses are pretty harsh. And this one probably gets some gold in the next few turns. But at least most of them have been neutralized now. Shame. Whoa. This is not good. And this might actually be a good reason to return to 5 turns earlier. Seriously. So let's start with this guy. Die. please. I mean, seriously, die. Whoops, sorry. Okay, so I've been informed that the whole raising your allies this is not gonna happen anytime soon, so me recruiting the civilians was a waste of gold. Yeah. That shows me that I shouldn't metagame. Oh, I think I might have accidentally killed Igor there. And it's one of the very few units that should absolutely be kept alive. Whoops. First of all, die. That went well. Die. So the plan was to stop it from healing. So much for that. Then let's kill this one first. And yeah, let's destroy it, or at least try to. Try it is. So yeah, since I'm not gonna raise them anytime later, I can just send them ahead to die and try to be helpful. Yeah, this one is dead, but that's fine. Remember, my units are in a way allowed to die right now, but even if I play overly aggressive, I have a lot of allies to tank for me, and my units are high level, so not that many of them will die. Well, to protect me. This means I have to replay the turn. Excellent! A fresh recruit. Nope. Just nope. Igor, where the heck is Igor, by the way? Igor is over here. Not good. But at least it's basically some kind of free XP. So this allows me to kill both of the healing units, so that's actually useful. Let's keep moving. Nice. Die. Just boosting a bit of damage over there. Nope, I'm not taking that village, I don't need it. They can make far more use of it. So I expect the enemies to get bonus gold any turn now. Hey, this Thunderer is still alive, that's nice. That means it could level up and deal some bonus damage. So let me check something. Oh. Like once upon a time, there was a special advancement for Thunderers, in this campaign to be specific. But that's not the case anymore. So let's skip that. Just noticing another change. Boom, walking corpse. Yay. This one. Let's forge ahead. Actually, let's not forge ahead quite as much, so I don't accidentally get killed. So those guys should be enough to take that leader down, and onward to this one. John Wick's time has come. So far none of the named units have died. That's just a matter of time now. So first of all, Ubergallus he can hold that bridge on his own. That's for sure. Then let's place Malkesha over there, so to pretty much easily hold the other bridge. And this Elvis champion, like, he can hold his own for a couple of turns at least. Just making a screenshot from something. Oh, so he failed leveling up. Oh, he managed to level up. Nice. Yep. Okay, so still no bonus gold for my enemies. That's great. So I have an actual charge at destroying this green one pretty soon. I approve. Boom. Yeah, that's the problem with charging. It can go so wrong. Okay, yeah, this place is pretty much safe, so I can send Malkesha out there. And also kill this guy. Ah, that was a misclick. I wanted to use the melee attack. Whatever. Die. Okay, maybe not. I tried though. Okay, so the flamethrower was apparently not removed. This is just a change in the behavior of the code. So once it's fixed, the flamethrower is back in town. I think it's actually surprising that so few of my units have died. I mean, sure, they are strong, but this strong? Amazing. So you might be wondering why the hell does this deal so much damage. It's because this Chaos Lawkeepers dudes have leadership qualities. So much damage. Also a shame for the child. Okay, I take that back. That's pretty damn impressive. Oh, still alive. Amazing. I did not expect it. A curse upon you, heretics! Oh, I see. If I kill an enemy leader, then they get bonus gold. That's in a way pretty mean. I mean, that's... basically the curses do come true in form of gold for the other enemy leaders. Kinda funny if you think about it. The mustard to the rescue of the... yeah, maybe not. Okay. Finally. So, more forces. Like, of course, deaths are fine, but I want from my units just to die. I still wanna win. Like, look at this dude! He takes no damage! Isn't this awesome? It is. It is so awesome. The enemies don't even dare to attack him, even though he has Berserk and would take damage. They would attack anyone but him. Like, Übergallus is truly like Gallus, just better. Like, damn. Finally, I'm beating them back. Like, sure, I will lose some ground again once the reinforcements arrive, but that's okay. I'm okay. So, finally some leadership for my bats. John Wick on the job. So, I'm going for the lesser damage, so I don't kill him and only weaken him. So, she can finish him off and take some advancements. So, let's go with this one first. Actually, let's check out the possible advancements so I can plot what I take and what I don't take. So, Thorns can actually get pretty strong. Better Fairy Fire requires strength, so I do need it to get this one. This actually, Thorns is something removed from everything else. The other things partially depend on each other, but thorns are just, yeah, they are there. So why is this guy not moving at all? Because he's one of the goodsmen of the capital, actually. And as long as there's no enemy close by, he won't attack. Just as some explanation. Boom. Shame. Such a shame that that one died. I think if I hurry, I might get one more kill. Close though. Like one more leader kill to be precise. I don't think I can actually manage to kill both enemy leaders, but I sure will try. Like I can beat him up well enough for sure. So yeah, I'm not tanking those villages, because remember, my ally can do far more with it than I can. Already he is more willing to do things with those. I would have to plant galas on some keep and recruit more units and move them, and I just don't want that. But yeah, honestly, at this point it's kind of a joke that I don't take the villages, because what my ally does is not relevant for right now. Fighting is over anyway. Die. Okay, maybe I can get both. Like, those reinforcements are not that scary if they're not backed up by the first wave, like the last reinforcements. So I can just roll over them and destroy them. So that's okay. But really, if I had sent Übergalis to defend the Dwarvish capital to begin with, I would have never been in any trouble. So yeah, that mistake is on me. I basically sent him around too many directions without being really knowing what I want to do, wasting quite a bit of time. Wait, I need to keep her there because this one needs to heal. And yeah, this one doesn't. Actually, Actually, let's loot like this. Okay, maybe that wasn't as smart as I thought that it was. Yep, I can get both. I'm going for the heroic one. And all that it cost me, through luck and a bit of skill, I think. Statistics. 1 level 3 unit, 1 dread bed, and the rest of them just level 0 and level 1 units. I remember this scenario being a bit harder than this. Just trying to feed her even more XP so she can get her level ups even faster. Faster, faster, and faster. Because this pretty much guarantees the kill, even though it might cost me a bit more life hit points. Whoa, that was a lot of damage. But I've won the fight by now. That's the first one down. May Yeknagov swallow your souls. Yeknagov is long gone, you fool. Another kill for me. And this one should have received some gold now. Nope. Okay, so maybe it was unrelated to kills. And the timing just happened to fit sometimes. So this way I can actually accommodate the most units to heal at once. At least when they have to be next to each other. Previously I had a lot of blocked hexes where I just couldn't place units, and which was a waste of the healing skills. Yay, another death. Like, it's not that great, but I can take that. Impressive. Like, damn, it was at least 3 rounds of combat with me missing every single hit. That is impressive. So I want to kill all the enemy units to get as much XP out of this as possible, even though I really don't need it anymore. Like this. Possibly a bit of damage, but no chance to kill. Today you might win the battle, but you will never win the war. And another level up. More damage for this. I like it. At last, we have defeated them. They're retreating. No, lad. I reckon they're preparing to retaliate. The way they fight, I doubt we've seen a hair of the assault force. I had to admit that we gravely underestimated the threat posed by the Chaos Empire. Our losses have been too great. At this point, I say we must leave. Mayhap our kin to the northwest would allow us to regroup there. So, Herfka has fallen. Then I say that, sure, our home have fallen, but Herfka is more than just stone and marble. We'll figure out something later, and as much as it troubles me to think about it, the Northern humans will have to deal with this bloodthirsty barbarian somehow. I can that will be their next move, aye. Most of our people went north. It is worrying that we haven't heard anything of them ever since we parted ways. But assuming that nothing bad has occurred to them, we need to warn them of this development quickly. How prepared are the Northerners to deal with an invasion from the Chaos Empire, King Astorgar? Do you think they would be able to defend the far north with the elves and dwarves' aid? Dwarves, elves, and humans united under a single banner? I find it highly improbable, lass. I can have been thousands of years since the last alliance, and it didn't turn out very well in the end. In any case, we have all the battles to fight here. I reckon the humans will do well on their own as long as they aren't caught unprepared, but... shrugs. We will warn them and seek their help regardless. We can't keep running away from the enemy like rats. There has to be some way to stop them before there is no more land left on the continent for us. My king, do you really think we can vacate Hearthgard before the demons return? We must at least try. I fear we didn't have a choice at this point. King, if you attempt to evacuate, it is quite likely that the enemy forces will manage to sneak up on your people from behind and perpetrate yet another slaughter. But there is a simple solution to this quandary. I believe Malkesha could lend me his minions to aid in setting up an ambush to keep the enemy from advancing. What? But, Linda, you can't possibly fend off those fiends alone. Odds are you won't be able to get back to us. Don't do the same as Lord Ladinor. Please. Our Lady of Light once said that there are things more important in this world than the lives of the few. For me, the safety of our people is far more important than my own. And as you already know, I have a debt to repay. Our past will never cease to haunt me, and I certainly will never be able to repair the great damage we caused back then. But if I am going to die, I would prefer it to be for your sake. Aww. If the circumstances hadn't conspired against us, I would have done it back in the valley instead of Ladinor, but you were too young, and I first had to make sure you were ready. Since then, you have proven yourself to be a wise warrior and a capable leader, Gallus. I am proud of you. This is insane. What purpose does it serve to throw your life away like this? Let Malkesha dispatch his minions. There's absolutely no need for you to get involved and leave them to be quickly disposed of by the enemy. We cannot afford such a risk right now, Gallus. Your survival. You are far more important. There's a much greater foe hiding in these caves, and sooner or later he will catch up with us, and Ilenia is in no condition to fight anyone. What? But I've seen your performance in this battle, my lady, and I regret saying this, but I saw you do far better in Wesmere. It's plainly evident that you have been dormant for too long. About my words, it is not necessary to take them too hard, Elinde. We will need all available spellcasters on the front line if our if our plans come to fruition. The ill-gotten power you wield is far superior than the norm of our kin. Combined with the might of the undead, it would offer us an unprecedented tactical advantage. How may I persuade you to reconsider? You cannot. I feel that my mission and my fate lies here, in the very heart of Uria. Allow me to protect Elvenkind at the last time, my lady. I shall obliterate every demon, every cultist, and every dark soldier who dares to approach this keep. And if it's to be even if it's to be with my dying breath, I shall vanquish their warlord and turn fate in our favor. You have lived for so long and you have seen so much, so many things that were never even recorded in books. I don't understand why. Why do you want it to end like this? picture living for thousands of years, knowing it was only made possible by the suffering and death of millions of innocent souls. Eternal life becomes a disillusioning burden as time passes by, and you see everything turn to dust. And then your memories begin to fade away as well. You eventually forgot all positive experiences and only recall the horrors that haunt you in your sleep. At last, at least none of you will have to live with the knowledge that you were accomplices of the evil that brought Elvenkind to its knees. So be it. Your sacrifice won't be forgotten, and I swear that it will not rest until the last of enemies is reduced to cinders on the ground. May the Lords of Light guide you in your last mission. I've emerged victorious, but at what cost? Actually, not that great of a cost. I was expecting far heavier losses. But yeah, it helps that the enemy is recruiting pretty much only level 1 units instead of level 2, and they're focused on finishing off enemy leaders instead of holding the middle and letting them get reinforcement. But yeah, this concludes this scenario, and the next scenario I will play tomorrow, not today. I need a break. Like, maybe not tomorrow, maybe in 2 days. Depends. I will announce again when I want to start streaming. For now, goodbye and thanks for watching.